Welcome to BioDocklets, virtualization containers for single-step execution of NGS pipelines. In this demo, we'll be showing you how to use BioDocklets to perform RNA sequencing analysis. BioDocklets currently supports running on Linux or Mac machines and requires the user to use a terminal to start up the BioDocklet script. Before getting started, prepare a folder in which you will have your input datasets ready. For the RNA-seq analysis, it is required to have 4 FASTQ files, each pair of FASTQ files representing a condition. In this folder, there are 4 FASTQ files and other additional files, such as the annotation file of the reference genome. Once we have our input datasets, we are now ready to start up BioDocklets. The script can be found in our public GitHub repository. You can download it from here. Once it's downloaded, we will go into the directory where the script was saved. This will require using the terminal. But before opening up the terminal, we will first need to decompress the compressed folder that we just downloaded that has the script. So the way to do that is locate your downloads folder and just click on the zip folder and it will unzip. Now we are ready to open up the terminal and run the script. So open up the terminal and run the following command. We are now in the directory where the BioDocklet script is located. If the system on your machine is missing Docker, the user will be prompted to run the script again with administrative privileges so that it can be installed. Alternatively, if the user has administrative permissions on the system, the BioDocklet script can automatically install Docker in the first run by using this following command instead. BioDocklet is now running, and users can then follow the on-screen prompts. BioDocklet offers 3 types of analysis: chip sequencing analysis on single-end datasets, chip sequencing analysis on paired-end datasets, and RNA sequencing analysis on paired-end datasets. We will be choosing option 3 as we are performing RNA sequencing analysis on paired-end datasets. BioDocklets will generate a default location in which it will house the inputs and the outputs related to the analysis run. It will create a folder named BioDocklets Pipeline Runs inside the user's folder. Right now, we will need to provide the path of our input datasets. So let's go back. And all you have to do is just right-click on the folder, copy the folder name, go back to terminal, and paste. The next selections would be to choose the options for the alignment tool that's used in the pipeline called TopHat. So this option is asking for the mean inner distance, which is the distance between the 2 reads of the insert length. And we'll keep that at default, so hit enter. This option is asking for the number of base pairs that extends into the exon. Also keep that at default. And this option is usually half of the read length, so also keep that at default. As mentioned earlier, BioDocklet would generate the BioDocklets Pipeline Runs folder inside the users folder that will serve as the default location to house both the inputs and the outputs of the analysis run. So we either have the option to copy or move our input datasets. So let's go ahead and move them. If your analysis happens to be on the human organism, BioDocklet will provide pre-built references to run the analysis. If you would like to use a different genome for the analysis, BioDocklets will go ahead and build indices for that genome. So let's hit yes, since our analysis is on the human genome. And we would like to retrieve the pre-built references. The pipeline will begin right after the setup. The references also need to be housed under the BioDocklets Pipeline Runs folder. So again, we can either copy them or move them. So let's go ahead and move them. BioDocklets will broadcast the pipeline and its analyses on the Galaxy server through a web browser. So if you happen to know a specific port that's available, please provide it. If not, just hit enter and BioDocklets will set it up automatically. If you happen to be using BioDocklets on Cloud Launch, you must enter either one of these ports, 8090 or 9010. At most, only 2 pipelines can be run on the same cloud server on Cloud Launch. due to the availability of these two ports, 8090 and 9010. So let's go ahead and hit enter. Now that the setup is finished, the user will just wait for the analysis to run and complete, and can find the results and visualization of the results in the BitGo pipeline run folder. To locate the folder, hit keys Command, Shift, and G. Type in the location, which is users/BitGo pipeline runs. And in this folder, the input folder got generated. And when the results are finished, an output folder will get generated. So in the input folder houses the reference data, as well as the input data sets that got moved there. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the fun with BioDocklets.